Outdoors. The premiere here in Oceanside at the house.
Are you filming video or?
GoPro video.
I'll take one more for the
Oh, okay.
for the salsa.
We are decorating. As you can see, everything is Hollywood themed, movie themed, because of our movie. So we're going to be showing the movie at 7 o'clock. There'll be lots of laughs. There'll be popcorn, lots of food, and
I guess
plenty of photo ops.
We'll take one more just in case. An extra
Photo ops.
Okay.
Hey, who's there? There's a dog.
They're in the kitchen.
Okay. So what are we going to do right now with these?
Hey, I'm the guy who plays Melvin.
Donna's here. She makes a cameo.
Oh, is this the Oscar night?
Yes, it is. How did you know? It's Julie, Dean, and Jacob.
Nice. And you
I'm
are?
in it a little bit. Alan?
Alan. Shelley,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
I filmed it and edited
Oh, okay.
and special effects and blah blah blah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There goes Sandy. Sandy's in the movie. Sandy is Cujo.
Sandy is Cujo. She's very ferocious. She's mean, so mean. Hello.
Come on, Goldie. Goldie, come on, baby. Let's go outside. Come on.
She's so nice. She doesn't jump or anything.
Well, she does.
Sweet.
Are you talking about?
This is not jumping.
We'll try to climb up on you.
Are you talking about her? Oh, no, you.
You get her head up on there.
Oh, sure. It wouldn't take long.
Yeah.
I used to have two great days.
Howdy.
Oh, my
So I'm the guy that plays Melvin J. Rosenberg.
You can really talk?
You will never hear him talk.
Everything.
For sure. Until you will. But we'll see.
When he gets his.
Yeah, maybe when he gets his voice back. We'll see.
Here's to get lost in the outdoors. The movie.
All right.
Cheers.
Now we need
Soon to be featured.
This is how we did it.
Yeah, I had two.
Village.
My vision started going yellow.
That's how I.
You filmed it as I spilled. Thanks a lot.
Already.
A strange new world. To seek out new life and destroy it.
For the documentary. That's how we zoomed with this. We just
Nice. Yeah, that's the old school way. Yeah. That's the old school. Yeah.
Just back up.
Say when, okay?
There's nothing to see here. This is water.
More aggressively.
Special water for the special night.
I don't think I know your name.
It's delicious.
You know Jacob.
This is my real special water right here.
Whoa. She's looking to have one bottle tonight.
Yeah, I know. The cake is gorgeous.
And then he starts traveling.
The beard. I know. The beard just couldn't make it tonight. It was busy. It had other things to do. It's got a girlfriend now. Can't hang out with me. But I understand.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll get you, beard. I'll get you.
Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. When in this world the headlines read of those whose hearts are filled with greed, who rob and steal from those who need to right this wrong with lightning speed goes underdog.
Underdog.
Anyway, repeat chorus 2 times.
Beautiful.
Goldie, Goldie, there's Goldie. There's no light.
It's dark.
It's dark. It's dark. We ought to turn on all the lights too. Is that where you want to turn on all the lights? That'd make more sense.
Kind of. Not really.
You gonna watch the movie?
She's trying to throw out.
The tree covered. It's the tree covered.
Oh, that's great.
It's great. Now you can tell.
Alien movies. No.
Are you all right?
Don't touch the light.
Don't go to the light.
Don't go towards the light.
Don't trap him.
Hey! Wow, what a great turnout. We're so excited.
Yes.
We've been,
Is this yours?
honestly, sorry.
Okay.
I have something to admit, and I'll be honest with you. We never made a movie. We just needed people to come over here for our Amway party. Julie,
What's an Amway, huh? About 5 pounds.
the bathroom song for
Go down because we don't want interruptions later.
It is a 90-minute film. It's a fully feature film. It feels like 45. It hauls ass pretty fast. But get lost in the outdoors. If anybody who doesn't know the plot of the film, the synopsis, the National Park Service has a program for little kids called Junior Rangers, like 8 to 12, Alan, something like that. And our story is about a 39-year-old man who's been attempting to acquire his Junior Ranger badge for 30 years. And that's where the shenanigans ensue. And the character's name is Melvin, played
Melvin,
by
go to your room.
Jacob Dubey. So,
All right, mother.
he ends up meeting a very sadistic, out-of-control, bonkers drill sergeant-like senior park ranger named Hubert DeForest LeCrone, played by me.
Don't know where you got the middle.
Me and Alan wrote and directed the film together. We produced it together and he edited it. I was the editing supervisor. And,
Which means you did nothing.
And
Oh, no, he did a lot.
Whoa! I only sat with him for 200 hours up in the little submarine studio.
We call it
it
submarine
now.
studio.
Submarine studio. His room, the studio, it's like all dark in there. So
there's no oxygen.
No, yeah. The film is 11 months in the making, and it co-stars Jacob Dubey, and we have Julie Coffman here, who's
A little different.
A little different.
Alan is in the film. He plays a different couple of
Just a little bit different.
We have Vienna Rice here. Making her film debut.
Her film debut,
Yes.
Vienna.
Yeah, and Robin Satori back here, who's in the film.
Robin!
And we have wonderful cameos from Joe Palin. He could not be here tonight. Comedian Joe Palin. Ace Parker. He may or may not be still on his way, but the door is unlocked. I said, just let yourself in and head over to the kitchen. And Jeff Bill is here. He makes a cameo. I do. We've worked with Jeff on films in the past. He's a filmmaker and a musician and an actor and a jack of all trades, a writer and a comedian. He does all kinds of stuff. Vienna's father, Chris Rice, back there, he's in the film. You won't recognize him, but he plays 2 little moments in the film later. We'll tell you what they are later. My son Paul is here in the back of the room. He just showed up. Paul gets a camera assist credit. He's helped us film a couple of little things, and he also appears in the film, but you wouldn't recognize him either, like Chris, and we'll explain why later. So everything you see tonight in the film, Alan and I pretty much did, and along with Jacob and Julie and them. Yes, Vienna.
Did Annie get in the film?
Yes, Addie is in the film.
Yes.
Addie's in the film.
Couple times.
Yes. Where's Deanna? Deanna, Vienna's mom. Special thanks to her for allowing Deanna and Chris. Thanks for letting Deanna be in the film, and thanks for providing costumes and all that stuff. And is Addie your cousin's daughter from Ecuador? She's in the film briefly.
Yeah.
I won't tell you what. I won't tell you why or what capacity. You wouldn't recognize her.
Wow, really?
Oh, wow.
She did.
First bark.
So we're gonna play the film. If you have any questions, ask it after the film. Hold them till after the film. Like in the theater, silence all cell phones and silence your opinions. But we have some surprises in the film. When the film ends, there's all these credits with all these little surprises. We might even have a couple of surprises after the credits are finished.
Come here, baby. Come here, baby.
It'll be good for 10 seconds.
All right, we're going to play the film.
All right.
You'll know the film is over when I stand up and I say, that's the film. Thank you so much for attending this evening. Now get out. Jacob, did you get that?
Absolutely.
All right. Did you get that?
Do we have to
No,
do it again?
but I did.
You did?
Yeah.
No, but I did.
Take two.
All right. Seriously, I hope this film brings you a lot of laughter and joy and a smile on your face when you drive home. Or in the case of our next door neighbor, Donna, who is also, you're back from the restroom.
Woo.
She's in the film briefly. She's our neighbor next door, so I hope it brings a smile as you walk 20 feet to your car.
We thought about getting a limo to get you here.
Oh, right, for being LeCrone.
Yay.
There's an acting trophy for Vienna Rice. And an acting trophy for Jacob Doobie. What?
Ooh.
Oh, we'll hold that one as super fun. Julie Coffman. Julie Coffman. Wow. More exciting than the Emmys and the Golden Globes. And for Alan Freeman for his amazing acting. And one more for Vienna's mom, Deanna, for all her hard work and. But Dad, you'll get a beer or something. He gets a little trophy. He gets a little trophy. The little trophies on their souvenirs on the table. Go ahead, Vienna.
Can I bow?
What?
Yes. We can hold that.
Film the bow.
That was fabulous.
Got it.
Out of the cupboard.
All right.
I got turned out of the cupboard now.
Okay, here we go.
All right, I feel better.
Vienna, get over here. Vienna, over here.
Do you have anything to say for yourselves?
I did the best.
Beautiful.
That was fun, you guys.
I know. Amazing.
Amazing.
It's very short. Here, you can have your GoPro
Okay,
back
thank you.
Mars Tractor Graveyard Emporium.
It'll be working 20 years from now. That's
yeah.
Right. Yeah, we'll have to bring Drakmar have to go back in business.
That's right, you will. You will go back in business.
Oh my gosh, what's happening? Are you okay?
The red carpet that ate.
It's the
It's
carpet.
stuck to my foot.
It's the red carpet that ate the patrons.
Okay. So,
Just back up in there.
if I died right now, it would be worth it all because I have seen this film. And thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you. And you know what? I think Julie is right up there with Bette Midler.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. The part about going out to the lobby and getting snacks. The animation.
Oh really?
I thought
Intermission.
I like the intermission. I always did like intermissions anyway. You know, let's all go to the lobby.
Thanks for watching.
And, I can't wait for the sequel.
My name is Laura, and I would say 2 thumbs up. I want to say the snacking part.
The intermission.
Snacks, yeah. Mostly the snacks. And some people thought it was an intermission, but it wasn't an intermission. It was just pure entertainment.
I loved it. I think it would have been. The only thing that could have made it more perfect is if I had a giant bowl of either Lucky Charms or peanut butter Captain Crunch, because it felt like it was Saturday morning when I was a kid, and you just kind of turn your brain off and you watch these live action amazing shows like HR Puff and stuff, and just all that great fun where it's just wacky, zany, and madcap. It ticked all the boxes. So I found myself laughing like I was, 7, 8 years old again. And then just having the context of knowing Alan and Dean and Julie made it that much funner. So is funner a word? I don't think so. But anyway, tonight it's a word. The Thrakmar, was it Thrakmar's Tractor Graveyard Emporium? What did I think of my own testimonial? I liked that take. Now, we did about 15 to 20 takes on that, so maybe someday there will be a BTS that shows all the different takes, but Thrakmar's Graveyard Emporium was hilarious, and it was super cool to actually see what you guys did with it. I didn't know what it was really going to look like. Where did you find a giant graveyard of actual tractors? I thought you were just going to
2 minutes down the road.
Okay, I thought you were going to green screen it or composite it somehow, but no, it was a shitload of tractors in a giant area, so that was the gift that kept on giving, man. And again, just like Saturday morning cartoons, the same commercials keep coming on again and again, so dude, it was amazing. Yeah, you guys did a great job. Loved it. Yep.
And I really liked it. I thought it was funny, and I'll have to say I don't even know who my favorite character was. They were all so great. And it was really charming, and it was actually legitimately funny. I was very surprised. I like the outtakes. I mean, the whole movie was hysterical, but the outtakes were, you know, it was just, you guys were just being yourselves, and I think since I know you, it made it even funnier. Anyway, thank you for inviting me.
Sure.
I am Shirley, and I am definitely a movie critiquer. And I just watched one of the funniest movies that I have seen all year. I suggest everybody go see this movie. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you got.
I was gonna say yours is really fluffy, but you know.
Ace, you can sit up closer. Okay.
You good, Ace? Our friend Ace is here in the back there.
Hello, Ace.
Ace has a cameo in the film.
Yes.
So welcome everybody to yet another screening of our comedy feature-length comedy film, Get Lost in the Outdoors. But, or maybe we didn't shoot a movie. I have an announcement to make. We didn't actually make a movie. We just needed a bunch of people to come over here for our Amway party. We got the Amway break. That would have been a kick in the ass. Like,
I'm in as long as you guarantee I'm going to be a millionaire by next month.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The Amway philosophy. I just insulted all of Amway on camera. Welcome to another screening of our comedy feature film, Get Lost in the Outdoors, 11 months in the making. The film was written and directed by myself and Alan Freeman. Stand up, Alan! Brief synopsis. If you're familiar with the National Park Service, they have a little program for kids, little kids, 6 to 10, 11 years old, junior rangers. And our film focuses on a 39-year-old man who's been attempting to acquire and achieve his junior ranger badge for 30 years. And my co-star in the film is Jacob, who plays Melvin, the 39-year-old man. The man-child is trying to achieve his junior ranger badge.
Get the badge.
Other cast members, Julie Coffman is in the film as curmudgeonly Clara, and we each play a couple of different roles in the film. Alan is in the film as well. He plays a couple of roles. And then we have.
I was in the film as tree number 7.
Yes. He blinks a couple of times through the tree bark. You'll recognize him.
I almost got that role.
We're sorry. Audition for the next film. Send us your tape. Robin Satori.
Understudy.
Right, yeah, the tree understudy. That's a hell of a role. You're understudying Tristan. And so another member of the cast couldn't make it tonight. She was here last week. Robin Satori. She plays Melvin's mother. A little sweet Vienna, a 10-year-old wonder child, is in our film as Ranger Sally. She's great. You'll see her. She couldn't make it tonight. Her and her mom were here last Saturday. We may even have some surprises during the credits, maybe even a post-credit scene or two. Because we're like the Marvel movie universe, you know.
Yeah.
You might see Nick Fury show up in a post-credit scene. But, so, you know, hang in there for those. But you're probably like, Dean, when will we actually know when the film is completely over if we're sitting around for post-credit scenes? And You'll know when the film is completely done when I stand up.
Talking again.
When I stand up and I say, that is our film. Thanks for joining us this evening. Now get out. So that's when you know the film will be finished. So, and like Tristan was saying a few minutes ago, like in a movie theater, silence your cell phones, silence your opinions, and if you have any questions if you have any questions about the film, hold them off until after the movie. After the movie, we'll take all your questions, because some people like to ask questions during the movie. Hey, how did you do that thing you just did? I saw on screen. And if Ace, if the volume's not loud enough for you back there, give me a holler. All right. No, I just said if you can't hear it, let me know. Let me know the volume. So anyway, we hope this film brings you laughter and joy and like a smile on your face when you drive home tonight. So, and let me just check the phone for one more time. No, Robert's not going to make it. He just never got back to me. Stuck in traffic.
He showed up last night.
He got lost on the freeway, which was
Instead
our
of getting
sequel.
lost in the outdoors,
Yeah.
we got lost on the freeway.
Lost in the outdoors.
Yeah, he showed up last night. I'm in my pajamas.
Our friend who is running late and won't probably be here, he showed up here last night.
Really? Cool.
Robert Maya.
I thought you guys were joking.
No, he showed up here last night.
Show them what he made.
After the movie, I'll show you.
Okay. Oh my God, it's so cool.
So he said, "Oh, I'll be back tomorrow night." But now he's stuck in traffic tonight. Shows up a day early, then he's stuck in traffic. I don't think he'll show up. But anyway, so here we go. Get lost in the outdoors. I don't have anything else to say. Been seen, including you, by like 56 people total after tonight. We're taking the world by storm, one house screening at a time. I'm sure after 100 of these, we'll have at least covered 0.0000001% of the American population, or maybe not. And I'm Dean LeCrone. It's a feature-length comedy film written and directed by myself and Alan Freeman, right over here. 11 months in
Best director in the world.
in 11 months in the making. He and I also co-edit. Yes, you have to be quiet.
Uh-oh.
You know I'm not capable of doing that.
Who's screening this movie? So yeah, we also co-edited the film and did all the graphics and designs and things you see in the film. The film stars me, and it also stars Jacob Duby over here. And
I'll be able to say that.
And Julie.
my wine and my Red Bull are over there. I need to get that before we start. It also stars Julie Coffman over here, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see her in 2 roles, me in 2 roles, and Jacob in 2 different roles. Alan Freeman is also in the film in 2 different roles.
In total.
And then we have other cast members who couldn't make it tonight. We have little Vienna Rice, who plays Ranger Sally. She's a 10-year-old we have in there. She's tremendous. She's hilarious. Robin Satori, those of you who know Robin from Art Beat on Main Street, she's in the film briefly later, plays Melvin's mom. Jacob plays Melvin. I play Hubert DeForest LeCrone, park rangers. A 39-year-old man named Melvin has spent 30 years trying to achieve his junior ranger badge that's usually given out to 8-year-olds.
Will he?
39 years old. He comes across a sadistic, militant, hostile senior ranger named Hubert DeForest LeCrone, me, who puts him through a bonkers, militant, aggressive junior ranger training program and training testing, and all hell breaks loose throughout the film after that. And so we think it's pretty funny. 11 months in the making. Let me grab my wine and my Red Bull. Alan, do you have anything to add tonight?
Nope, I don't think so. Just enjoy. Don't think too hard.
If you turn your brain off.
Just relax your brain.
Don't think about these scenes too hard. How will we know when the film is finally over with all these post-credit scenes? Well, you'll know it's over when I step up and I say, "Thank you for joining us. Now get out." See, hey, ladies and gentlemen, Sandy's in the film too.
She'll gum you to death.
It's like, oh, it's a Pomeranian. Mom Randy's gonna cute me to death.
Action. Congratulations, Alan. That was the second worst movie I've ever seen. But then again, I've seen Ishtar. Lovely. You stole 2 hours of my life, and I want it back.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome. Welcome to the fourth and possibly, we don't know, we always say this, the final house screening of our feature-length comedy film, Get Lost in the Outdoors. We've been having so much fun and getting such good feedback with these house screenings. It was like, let's have more. Because it was written and directed and edited by me and Alan Freeman. So we still are friends. We didn't kill each other. We spent 11 months on this film, and we 250 to 300 hours of editing. It was brutal up in his room. We call that the submarine studio. And we're really excited. My co-star, our dear friend Jacob Doobie, whom a lot of you know, couldn't be here tonight. He had a family emergency, and so we're bummed, but he had a serious family emergency to deal with. Otherwise, Jacob would be here. We love Jacob. He plays Melvin. If you don't know the movie, the synopsis is, the National Park Service has a program called Junior Rangers, and for little kids, 8, 9, 10, 11, 6 years old, to be park rangers, junior rangers. Well, Jacob, my co-star, plays Melvin, a man 39 years old. He's spent the last 30 years trying to achieve his junior ranger badge. And he encounters a sadistic, militant, hard-ass, drill sergeant-like senior park ranger by the name of Hubert DeForest LeCrone, me, and he puts Melvin through a brutal junior ranger testing and training, and chaos ensues, and it also stars Julie Coffman in a couple of roles, 2 different roles.
Yes, I look a little different.
Yeah, she looks a lot.
You might not recognize me.
Yes, and I play 2 roles. Alan is in the movie. Unexpectedly, he thought he wouldn't be in the movie, but he plays 2 roles. Jacob also plays 2 roles, and we have some, our dear friend from our Comedy Store days, Joe Palin is in the film briefly, Jeff Thill is in the film briefly, and we have a cameo by Ace Parker. Those of you from the Sci-Fi Coalition who knows Ace, he makes a cameo. And Alan, do you have anything else to add?
Maybe we'll have some questions at the end, right?
Yeah. If you have any questions about the film,
only at the end.
Yeah.
So we take notes?
Wait,
Yeah.
Wait until after the film. Keep your
pie hole shut.
We only take pause
Unless you're laughing.
And afterwards, if you're up for it, Alan likes to do these little testimonials. If you really like the film, you can go, "Oh, I liked
Short.
it. It was a little short thing." If you want to do it for Alan, if you're up for it. Okay, I'll come clean. We never shot a movie. We just needed to get some people over here for our Amway party. Are you ready to I thought this was Tupperware. So anyway, it's feature-length. So it is a feature-length comedy film. Stick around for the credits. We do have outtakes and stuff, like the Marvel movies. We might even have a couple of post-credit scenes. But then you're probably saying, but Dean, when will I know when the film is actually freaking finished then? You'll know when I stand up and I say, thank you for being here and watching our film. Now get out. No, of course not. So anyway, we might as well just get going with the show. There's a couple of no-shows. I'm hoping they don't show up during the screening, but I'll quietly let them in. If it's too loud or you can't hear the film, let me know and I'll adjust the volume. All right, everybody, let's get lost in the outdoors. Yarg! Wow.
You go on inside.
To hang out and party or hang out
Yes,
in the back. You're welcome to. Jacuzzi is open if we have extra swimsuits. If you have any questions, what's that?
Can I just go nude?
Johnny Fung is welcome to go nude. He's usually
He's the only professional dancer, so I don't.
Yes, he's the only professional dancer. He'll be posing and pirouetting and chasseing. Yeah. But if you have any questions, give us a holler. Thanks for coming, everybody. Really, we really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
So fun. Great job, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Derek, thanks for laughing so much back there. Alan, if you want to do a testimonial for Alan, you can. If you don't, it's no big deal.
I got a question. Oh yeah, it said that all characters were fictitious.
Yes.
But Alan was Alan.
Oh! That's right.
Was it fictitious, Alan?
Right.
Or was it really
It was not. It was not.
Is this the fictitious one?
Yeah, we don't
Oh.
we're not sure. Who are you? Is this the Matrix?
I was only real in the
Is this
movie.
The Thing? Anyway. But our little girl, our little 10-year-old Vienna, who is in the movie, is this just a
She looks
dynamo.
great.
Yeah.
Dynamo. She is a friend.
She's
Real
the daughter of
estate
a friend of
agent,
mine.
a daughter of
My
Julie-
realtor and good friend.
her
Vienna.
realtor and good friend.
It's her
And
daughter.
She's a semi-professional ice skating
Yes.
ice
Competition.
Ice skater, yeah.
competition
Yeah.
ice skater, competitor ice skater.
Big-
And
Cujo's here.
Cujo has made all of these showings.
And then all the graphics and all the graphics like during the intermission that you saw, that Alan and I designed that. Jacob designed the A. Freeman Royal Cinema logo. But
One
otherwise,
cinema.
Alan and I,
Yeah,
we
one
spent
cinema.
10 hours on that 45-second intermission cartoon.
Yeah.
I spent a couple of weeks
Oh,
drawing
yeah.
and
I love
creating.
the art, man.
Thanks. I created all
Cool.
the
Yeah.
caricature designs of all the characters in the film, and all the hot dog and the French fries, and then we sat together. He animated it in Adobe Premiere because he's a wizard at that, and that took like that was a whole day. That
Yeah.
was 10 hours, but it was 250 to 300 hours of editing.
I like that on the world, that graphic when you're
Oh, sitting on top of the World Track
Oh,
Bar.
yeah.
That was great.
That was filmed, and that was filmed at the Antique Gas and Steam Engine Museum near here, which we've Alan held some steampunk photo shoots there.
Yeah.
It's magnificent.
Been there a
And
lot.
They literally have all those tractors on site, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like 5 minutes from
Yeah.
here.
Did you visit there and then have the idea, or did you have the idea and then you're like, where can I find a bunch of tractors?
No,
No, we'd already been there.
filmed
Yeah.
there. We've shot steampunk photo shoots there for 5 or 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
And then, but the original idea was like Alan said, what if Hubert DeForest LeCrone has? What if we pop in like a car commercial? Like he's selling cars. That's what he does when he's at a park.
Hard
He's selling
sell.
car salesman. I said, oh, that'd be cool. And then we were like, well, who do we get for a car? Car this and car that. And then all of a sudden I was like, about 25, 30 years ago, I came up with this name, Thrakmar P. Spagnasty. It was like a joke in the fraternity I was in at the University of Nebraska. Long story. I said, wait a minute, we've got the Antique Gas and Steam Engine Museum. What if we create a character who is sincerely promising people that these old shitty piece of shit tractors will look great in their front yard? And Alan's like, oh my God, that's great. And so we just started filming that. I wrote the commercials. He wrote
That's
the
a real
fourth.
thing in Ramona.
Yeah, and
I drive through there.
I love how you
Yeah.
threw in the igloo. That was perfect.
Oh yeah.
Igloo is
Yeah,
Yeah.
those little nuances that
Right,
just toss in.
when I said, well, we got to show that the tractor shows up on the lawns before and after. I said, and then we have to take it to the extreme. Let's do it with an igloo.
Those houses he just drove around right here, and I was shooting out I shot him out the window.
The neighborhood we shot all those houses.
Yeah.
We just like,
Then I added the tractors in there.
What's going on? Is that Google Maps out there? Are we mapping out our house again?
Oh.
That was when you were swerving back and forth, right? That was Google Maps.
Yeah.
With the car hitting the trash can.
Oh, God.
It's so funny.
Tell them about while we're filming in the different parks, and people thought you were real.
People thought I was really a park ranger. We would be filming. Buena Vista Park in Vista is considered the urban forest. It's called the nickname is the urban forest, and it's only run by the city of Vista. But we also filmed at Lake Hodges Park, and then we filmed at Mount Soledad as well. But people would come up to me, like at Mount Soledad, a guy came up and said, "Must be a pretty easy gig being a park ranger at Mount Soledad. It's so beautiful up here." I said, "It sure is. It's wonderful." And he's like, "Where does that trail go behind the houses?" "Well, head down there, buddy. It'll go." I would send people off to trails.
I hope that's where it goes.
At Lake Hodges, this married couple came up and said, "Where does that trail go?" And I said, "It just goes up beyond the houses and around the lake." I didn't know if it went around the lake. All of a sudden, they went off. And we were at Buena Vista Park, and some guy came up and said, "How come they don't allow fishing anymore at the duck pond lake?" And I said, "Come with me. I don't know, but let's talk about it." And it was crazy. They wouldn't ever approach Jacob because he looked like a freak with the wig.
They just didn't look at it. They wouldn't look at
like
him.
an authentic, actual park ranger. But most of the places we were at, there were no. They weren't even operated by the state or the federal government.
No.
Yeah.
Days later, people get down the trail and like, man, that park ranger is full of shit.
I know. I was like, they might still be out there walking around. I know, they might to this
Lost.
Right, but
how many places do you guys get permission to film versus just guerrilla?
We did
Nowhere.
Guerrilla filmmaking. We went to the scene in the grocery store was at Winco Supermarket over in the west end of Oceanside. And then Buena Vista Park was just guerrilla filming. Oh, on Carlsbad Boulevard, there were cops. There were cops on two. There were two
right in the middle
cops on the intersection
Yeah.
watching us when we crossed Carlsbad Village. The downtown district there, and they were like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, they didn't say anything.
And we were like,
You definitely got permission for the Nebraska Bridge, though, because that was
the
clearly
Nebraska Bridge.
permission.
Thank you for bringing that up. So the Nebraska, I grew up in Nebraska. I went to University of Nebraska and studied art and theater and acting, and so I went back to see my mom and dad in September. So Alan, months ago, went to Seattle to visit his son and their new grandson.
My grandson, yeah.
And
They're the ones that said they got the new tractor in their playground.
There,
in the kids' playground.
That's Alan's son and his wife and their
And
daughter,
Logan.
their son,
Logan.
And Alan went there to visit them and visit his grandson. And he said, "You got to take the scarecrow mask with you and film something," because when we filmed Alan with the scarecrow, with the pumpkin head mask, he had a Seattle sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
He said, "Take that off. You got the Seattle." And they were like, "No, leave it on."
Just leave it on.
It's hilarious that the pumpkin head guy's from Seattle. So, and then he goes, "Well, I'm traveling Seattle." I was like, "Well, you got to film by the Space Needle. And you got to film Scarecrow. You got to film Pumpkinhead, man, landing in Seattle." So he did that.
So my son filmed it. Yeah.
Yeah, and Dustin, his son, filmed it. Then several months later, Alan goes, "Dean, you're going to Nebraska. You got to take the Scarecrow mask and film the similar thing in Nebraska." And I was like, "Oh my God, yes." So in Omaha, I looked up a friend of mine that I studied theater with, Dave Hardman, who's in the camera assist credits. I said, I got to film this scene. I got to find a Nebraska The Good Life, which are all over Nebraska, but I got to find one in Omaha. He said, and I said, the only one in Omaha is at the Mormon Bridge, which connects Iowa to Omaha. I said, there's no way we're going to be able to film there because it's halfway across the bridge. I said, he said, let's just drive out there anyway. So we drive out there, and it's on the very west end of Omaha, or southeast end of Omaha. We get there on a Saturday morning, and the right lane was blocked off with these big barrels. And during the week, they had obviously been doing some construction. It was like a miracle. It was like this was supposed to happen. And I was like, oh my God. So I went out there, and I had Dave film it, and I laid down, and literally a semi-truck roared past me, as you can see in the footage, and other cars. And then it says Mormon Bridge. And the footage just worked out beautifully. And I screened this. I went back to see my family again in October because my dad's been having some health issues. I screened it for the University of Nebraska theater alumni of my time period, and they freaked when they saw the Mormon Bridge footage, and because I'm laying there in a semi-truck's driving by, and it worked out beautifully, but. But anyway, yeah, that's
just
how
lay down on the shoulder where you need to.
I did.
You gotta get the shot right.
If that right lane hadn't been blocked off, I would never have done it because it was so dangerous and the shoulder wouldn't have been wide enough. But when I went to the airport, I filmed that scene of me with the Southwest in the background, and I was walking with the scarecrow mask. There's this woman at a bench. She's like, "I don't even want to know what you're doing." And then when I went inside, There was this woman like traveling for business, and these two people approached her and said, "Can you take a photo of us in front of the Omaha, Welcome to Omaha sign?" And she did. And I said, oh, now's my chance. And I went up to her, I said, can you do the same for me? She goes, oh yeah. And I handed her Alan's GoPro, which I'd taken back to Nebraska with me. And I had it already recording. Can you film me? Standing next to the Omaha, welcome to Omaha sign? She goes, yeah. And I'm gonna put on a scarecrow mask. I'm at the airport, so all of a sudden the security started walking by. And I said, whoa, wait. And I was like, just hold. And then he walked by. And then I put it on now. And I stood there and was like, hi. And I walked by. And then I turned off and I said, thank you so much. She was like, thank you. So then I'm in the airplane flying from Omaha to Dallas. And at the end of the flight, there's the crew that gets on to clean the airplane, and the airline attendants are still doing their thing. And Kathy can appreciate this. She worked as an airline attendant for many years. And I approached this airline attendant, and I think she was relatively new. Can you film me sitting in the seat reading this Seattle magazine that I made up? Yeah, and I'm going to be wearing a scarecrow mask. Like, I'm not a terrorist, but I'm still going to wear it. And she filmed that scene of me sitting there reading that, and anyway, so it was guerrilla filmmaking.
Funny. The thing I like best is everything was a surprise. I didn't know what was going to happen. I love just like little nuances and just little things. I think one of my favorite funny little nuances is the tractor and showing how it is in front of your home, and they just threw in that one piece. Dare I say what it was? The igloo. But everything was great, and it was full of adventure, and I really didn't know when it was going to end. And when it was coming to an end, I didn't want it to end. So thanks for letting me come to see it.
I thought it was a great concept and it was really well done. So you guys are awesome.
Well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I just watched Get Lost in the Outdoors. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
So I had to make sure to get that right. And if you want some slapstick comedy that lasts the entire movie, this is phenomenal. Even when you're not watching the movie, it's even crazier. Really great characters. I loved it how the characters actually swapped into different things. I loved it how it was the same actors portraying different people. It sort of reminded me of the old, slapstick days where you had like small comedy productions, and they did it all. You had like 5 people that did everything, and I really loved it, and it was a great movie. And thanks so much, Alan and Dean, and good luck.
It's pretty interesting. I really liked how the storyline continued on, and the little giblets that were put in place, like the intermissions and the commercials. It was really cool.
McFung and I just saw Get Lost in the Outdoors. Written, directed, and produced by Alan Freeman and Dean LeCrone. So this is a good slapstick comedy. Think about Naked Gun, Airplane, that kind of style of slapstick humor. We haven't seen that in a long time, but if you need that again, this is perfect for you. Check it out and vote for it as a big winner. I really like the intermissions, actually. So I'm an old vintage movie guy, and your little, let's go to the snack bar. It really just took you back in time again to another time in American cinema.
Have you ever been to a drive-in?
Yes, I have. Back about 10 years ago at the South Bay Drive-In. Oh, yeah. So I've done that once before. Didn't like the cigarette smoke or the laughing children, but I'm glad I got that checkbox off done in my life.
I laughed. I thought it was very well made. I loved the music. The editing was terrific, and the acting was very funny. I enjoyed every minute of it. I liked the commercials.
I thought I really loved the music and the editing, and I particularly loved the commercials because it reminded me of commercials I saw when I was a kid, and it had it perfectly to every detail of it. So I loved it, especially the acting of the child actress. She killed the lines perfectly, and I was convinced that she was gonna do what she was gonna do, and she did a great job delivering the lines. So.
Lost in the Outdoors. It was a lot of fun. You guys had a great time making it.
My favorite thing was hanging out with Sandy the Star, who is Cujo.
Yeah. I think just the character of Baby Grubworm, just the name of that alone is just one of my favorite things in the film.
Oh,
sure.
good. Sally?
Yes.
Yeah. I like Sally just like bossing people around. It's pretty funny.
And the intermission was pretty fun too.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's not used to these corks. It's used to just the corks.
That's what she said on prom night.
These are all.
I'm a chauffeur. I know how to do this shit.
There you go.
Yay!
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
And I don't mind if there's little cork in it.
And action. Back to one. Welcome to the 5th screening of Get Lost in the Outdoors. Woo! Written and directed by Alan Freeman and Dean LeCrone. And etc. We already missed all the fun jokes there. And the 5th screening. And so the synopsis: the National Park Service has a program called Junior Rangers for little kids to get their Junior Ranger badges. And our story is a 39-year-old man named Melvin who has been for 30 years attempting to and failing to acquire his Junior Ranger badge. And he encounters a sadistic, insane senior park ranger named Hubert DeForest LeCrone, played by me. And I put him through a bonkers, insane Junior Ranger training regimen and training program, and it goes off the rails and bonkers, and then Julie shows up. It just
Dean, are any animals harmed in the filming?
Many. It's a mass slaughter. So if you need to text Peter right now, go ahead and alert them. They'll be at the door in 30 minutes, I'm sure.
Peter's not here.
There are some animals there's a couple of animals in the film. Yeah, including myself. That's what she said. So the film is 1 hour and 20 minutes, and then there's a few minutes of then there's a few minutes of credits that feature outtakes and bloopers, just like Cannonball Run. Maybe a couple of post-credit scenes, and then you're probably like, well, Dean, when will we know when the film is actually freaking finished? You'll know when I stand up and turn around and I say, "That's our film. Now get the hell out." Have you seen the film? Some of you will think, "Wow, I thought Citizen Kane was a brilliant movie, like a classic." No, and then others will say, "Yeah, it was funny, but not as funny as Sophie's Choice." But funnier than Saving Private Ryan. But that was funny. So. But anyway, yeah, the film is shot entirely with GoPro.
Wow, really?
Yeah, entirely with GoPro.
Is that product placement you just did right there?
Yeah.
It's required.
300 hours of editing, and we still are friends after that. So silence your phones, silence your opinions. We've been officially selected in 7 film festivals. We won Best Comedy in 2021 at the London New Wave Film Festival and Best Comedy at the Chicago Indie Film Awards. Both of which did online festivals, so they weren't held in person. Not that we probably would have traveled to London, but I don't know. And coming up next, we were an official selection of the San Diego Film Awards, and on July 31st, we're attending a big party in Barrio Logan at this big winery where they announced nominations. It's like, we were officially selected, but not nominated yet, so it'll be fun even if we don't get nominated. And then those air live on TV, as Josh probably knows, in August on PBS. San Diego Film Awards, yeah. And it's only for San Diego, films shot in San Diego, so we was like, what the heck? They're kind of snooty, kind of a snooty elitist organization, so who knows if this dumb, dopey, crazy film will get who knows?
Yes.
But that's about it. So, without further ado, Get Lost in the Outdoors, a quest for the Junior
And I
Ranger
have
hat.
something to say.
And Alan has something to say. Yep.
You want to film me?
Yes.
Keep them in the frame.
You're a co-director.
All right. Got props.
Yes, I do.
I
have a trophy. I have a trophy for Julie.
You
for
do?
Best Actress.
I'd like to thank the Academy. You like me. You
Which
really
consists of
like
Alan.
And I have one for Jacob. As the, and I can't even read what I put. Excellence in acting.
Thank you. He should have been given a badge.
He's already earned the badge.
Oh,
well, I wanted to earn the badge. Spoilers. Oh, maybe I didn't earn the badge. You'll have to see.
And then we don't know if he ends up with it.
I don't know. There should be a sequel, prequel.
Prequel.
Get younger.
All right, get the hook.
Thank you very much.
Get the hook already. And best actor of Get Lost in the Ooh, look at that. Oh, I thought. The Oscar. An actual sexy Oscar. Wow. Oh, look at our heads. They're similar. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I thought Goldie was going to get this award.
It doesn't look very heavy.
Yeah, I don't know what they can do. They can go to hell if they're like
I operate this park and we have to redo
Good Lord.
Good Lord.
Oh,
Just one
$5 fishing fee and a $100 filming fee? Get out of
Okay, that's it. Now get the hell out. If you want to hang and mingle, the backyard's gorgeous right now and beautiful. And,
the lights are
thanks for
on.
everybody coming. Yeah, well, the party will continue.
Dean, was
yeah, go ahead.
Arlie Emery or Jim Carrey more of an inspiration for that character? Kind of channel
All of the above. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe both. Right. But yeah, thanks everybody. We really.
Any other
we
questions?
Really love that you were here to see this. Any questions you have, give us a holler. But yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna hang outside out back by the fire pit, and the lights out there are gorgeous, and there's still more food and drinks, and stay as
lots of lights
as long as you want. Yeah. So yeah, awesome. Yeah. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate it.
It kind of reminds you of like your childhood, just kind of like exploring through the park and just coming up with goofy things, what you guys would do like on a hike or something, you know?
Well, hey, how you doing? It was really great. You're all fantastic actors.
Crazy?
I really enjoyed it.
I like this movie a lot. It's very, very funny. You should invite all your friends and all your family members. You're gonna watch this movie.